Hi everyone, it's Paula from PSEN Creations. Welcome back if you are returning. Welcome if you are new here. Today we are going to do a Valentine's Day wreath. I'm going to use a 13-inch work frame, elevated work frame. So that just means that the pipe cleaners are already on it, and it also is elevated, right? So the Dollar Tree ones are flat. The tiers are separated probably by an inch, 2 inches, 2 inches. I'm going to be using this burlap mesh that's two-tone. It's a cream and a burlap. I'm going to be using these little hearts that they were picks. I got these years and years ago at Joann Fabrics. No, I'm lying. I got these at AC Moore. If anybody remembers AC Moore, they've long gone by now. But they were picks, and so I'm doing a non-traditional colored Valentine's Day wreath. Now, maybe I shouldn't call it a Valentine's Day wreath. It's maybe just a heart wreath. We'll call it that, because if you wanted to keep it out year round, it's not going to have a sign that says Happy Valentine's Day or anything like that. So the hearts is really what's giving it the Valentine, I guess, feel to it, right? So I don't know if you can see the colors. So this is like a green, and this is like a bluish grayish green. So I have 5 of these. I have 3 of these and 1 of these, or 2 of these colors, like the blue color. I've already put my pipe cleaners through 4 of them. I've left 1 to do with you guys so that I can show you in my wreath videos. Again, because the stuff it's repetitive, and it takes not long time, but it takes a decent amount of time. I will show you what I'm doing, and then I will fast forward the video because, again, it's a repetitive step. Example, cutting the mesh, cutting the ribbon, putting the mesh in, putting the ribbon in, things like that. It's all repetitive, so I tend to fast forward through it in my videos. I think you can still learn from it because, like I said, I do show the process before I decide to fast forward. So, and for ribbon, I have an array of ribbons that I'm going to be using. So, I'm also going to use this burlap neutral tubing. I was trying to think of what the name of it is. Tubing. So I have my rotary cutter. I have my scissors. I have a zip tie for my bow. We will be making a bow with this project. Again, we don't have a sign, so the bow's kind of going to do it for me. I can also add greens, like, little floral greens to it if I wanted to. So we'll see how it goes and how we decide to finish it. So I'm going to move this aside. So I only want to use 1 roll of mesh. So I calculated it, and so long as the mesh is correctly measured when it was sold to me, and I have 13 ties already on the wreath frame, I'm going to cut it to 27 inches. So I'm going to do 13 pieces of mesh cut to 27 inches. And this just helps me. You don't need this. You can use the remote control. You can use whatever you have, but the burlap tails, perfect tails. They're from Burlap Boutique. That's why I said burlap tails. So, okay. So, again, I'm just rolling out the mesh, cutting it to 27 inches. I need 13 pieces. That should use up my entire roll. And then I will be back, and we'll move on to the next step, guys. All right, we are back. We are done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our mesh, and we're going to do a ruffle, and we're just going to put our mesh. Everything's falling. It's okay. If you wanted to open your ties now, just makes it sometimes easier. So that you can just plop this in there and not have to worry about opening everything. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a ruffle. So I'm going to take my mesh, curl side down, find the middle. My thumbs are together. I have nails, so they're really together. And then I'm just going to, as I'm pushing up with my thumbs, I'm also bringing the mesh towards me. So I'm pushing up and bringing the mesh towards me. Pushing up, bringing the mesh towards me. And at the end, you will have something that looks like a little butterfly. Now we can do them like this, or we can do them like this. Let's do them like this. So because of that, then I just need my ties to be side to side versus up and down. And these ties sometimes are a pain in the behind. I don't normally work with work wreaths, no pun intended. But these I had purchased at some point in time on clearance, I'm sure. And I've had them for a while now, so I just wanted to get them out of my house. All right, so let's do another one. So again, you're going to take your mesh, curl side down, find the center, put your thumbs together, push with your thumbs and pull with your fingers. Push with your thumbs and pull with your finger, or just keep your thumbs together and still, and then just pull the mesh together. And then find a spot and put it on in. I'm going to do my outers first, and then I'm going to go into the inners. You can do it however you want to do it. You don't have to do it that way. Sometimes I do inner and outer at the same time. Okay, I'm going to fast forward the video. Again, that's the process that I'm going to follow until I'm done. Okay, so now we've finished our base. As you can see, it's very full. Again, we only used one roll of mesh. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do the, trying to think here. I was going to do the outer, I'm going to do with the blue and the beige, 1.5. So it's blue 2.5, beige 1.5. And then the inner, I was going to do this beige and this green. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's get started. So for the inner, I only have 6 ties. So I'm going to use this perfect tail, 13 inches. I'm going to cut my tails to 13 inches. So all I'm doing is wrapping my ribbon around it 6 times because that's how many I need. 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to cut it off. A little bit left. That's good because we'll use that for the bow. And then cut off again. And once more on this side. And then I'm going to dovetail them. So I'm going to, same exact process for all the ribbon that I'm going to do. So to dovetail, you just take your ribbon, fold the ends together, and you're going to cut from the bend or from the fold out. If you have good scissors, you'll be able to do it all 6 pieces or even more, really. If your scissors aren't as sharp, then I would definitely do less pieces at one time. Okay, so I'm just gonna, we'll do one more and then I will fast forward. So with my beige, I'm gonna have my green. So I just need 6 pieces of the green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It slides right off. Cut. And cut. And then just fold and dovetail. Fold and dovetail. Okay, I'm going to follow that same process for the remaining ones that I have here. Okay. All right, so we have our, these are going to be for our outer, these are going to be for our inner. So all you're doing is you're taking the 2.5 and the 1.5 on top of it, folding it in half to find the middle. Once you found the middle, you're going to pinch the middle. And then you have this little birdie. You're going to find your pipe cleaner or your twist tie, and you're simply going to twist. Now, I said that I was going to use this tubing as well. So I'm thinking of just doing two little loops like that. I think. And adding that in as well. And then you can either cut off your pipe cleaner or you can fold it down, whatever it is that you prefer to do. I do both. These are hard to curl, so I definitely do not curl these. I think for these, though, I'm going to cut them off because they're pretty darn hard. So I'm just going to cut it off. Okay, and that's what we have. So I'm going to continue that same process all around the entire wreath. I might just do the pipe. Oh, I don't know. I might just do the tubing on the outer. I'll figure it out. All right, let's do it. Oh, that's a little not good. Okay, guys, that is it. As you can see here, very full. So the question now is, where are we going to put the bow? What type of bow are we going to make? So let's think that through, and then we will make a bow, and then we will put our little hearts in. All right, guys, let's make a funky bow. Don't you take me to funk it down. I'm not a bow expert. So, yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, all right, so I'm going to do we'll do a 6-inch tail, 6-inch tails. So 6 inches, and then we'll do 6-inch loops. So just measuring the loop, putting it down, twisting it so that the pretty side is down, but this is all the same ribbon, so it's the same on both sides, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Six inches and down, and then 6 inches. Okay, so for a funky bow, you have, that doesn't seem like it's 6 inches. That's okay. You have loops and tail, loops and tail. So now when I start the next one, which I'm going to actually do another one of the blue. Oh my God, I did 8 inches. No wonder it was too long. Learn to count, Paula. Okay, so now I'm starting with my tail on this side. That doesn't seem like it's 6 inches either. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. I'm starting with my tail on this side, and then my loop. And then my next loop. And then my tail. Okay, so now you can see I have a loop, a tail, a loop, so now the next color, I'm going to do that beige that I had left over. I don't have a lot left over, so I might only be able to do one, but that's okay. Since my loop is over here, my tail is going to be there. So I'm going to do a 6-inch tail. And let's bring down my to 5.5. My loop is 5.5. Some ribbon cooperates better than others. 5.5. And then 6-inch. Like I said, I knew I wasn't going to have enough to do another one. So now we are going to go to it should not be this difficult. I have this one that I thought would be a good addition. Again, I don't have a lot left. At one point, I went and marked all my ribbon that I had left. Extras. All right, so this one. I'm going to start with the tail on that side and a 5.5-inch loop. Goodness gracious. Twist, because this one isn't the same on both sides, so I do have to make sure I twist. Five and a half down. And my tail. Okay, I think that's what we're going to use for this. Now, let's do our green. And then tail. And we're going to do a 5-inch loop. And a 5-inch loop. And if you're wondering, like, why can't you just continue it? Because then you would have another loop over here, but you don't want another loop, you just want the tail. So that's why you end up having to cut it off if you want to do like 2 of the same color. Which we shall. Let's do 2 green. The tail. Loop. Loop. Tail. And our last one is going to be the beige, 1.5-inch. Tail. And we'll bring this one down to 5 inches. Joe, did I just do 5 inches on this one? Okay, we'll do 4.5. Oh, look at that. That is different. The seaming is different on this one, so. All right, that's it. That's how we're going to keep it. That's what we're going with. I have a pipe cleaner here. It's a small one though. I'm not sure. I mean a zip tie. I do have a pipe cleaner. I forgot to grab one. So you're going to carefully pull it off of your bow maker if you used a bow maker. Put your zip tie in. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to put my pipe cleaner in. Oh. Tighten it. Oh, tighten it. I'm going to cut it off. The zip tie, the remnants. And then, oh, okay. Yeah, turn the bow. And you could dovetail it or you could angle cut it. I'm going to dovetail my flat pieces now. You could also do it when it's on the wreath. And again, the dovetailing is just like we did with the ribbons. You're just folding it, the edges together, and then cutting at an angle upward. When I first started learning how to do this, I many of times did it the wrong way. Many of times. I think I got them all. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Now I use this plastic kneading needle to help me get my pipe cleaners through the mesh. Okay, I think we'll put the bow over here, and then we will put our hearts somewhere over here. So I'm just putting both of the pipe cleaners for the bow in the needle, and then I'm just pulling it through, and it's just easy peasy, just like that. It goes right through the mesh. If you have a really thick mesh, that's really where the best advantage is. And then I'm just tightening it up, flip it over, and we could start to fluff these out. And you know this. You can literally fluff a bow out for hours on end. So just sometimes it's you have to know when to just call it quits. If not, you'll end up spending countless time just fluffing and fluffing and fluffing away. I feel like this is like a sea of blue. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that because I said you can totally get into a battle. One that you may not win. Okay. And now let's look at our hearts, shall we? All right, so let's see. And I'll probably use my knitting needle. Maybe. What did I do with my knitting needle? Oh, here it is. Since I just put pipe cleaners through the fabric of the hearts. One through here. Oh, yes. My goodness, I just had it. What did I do with it? All right. Gosh. I'm wondering if I should just do 3 hearts since I have the bow. That might be enough. And all I'm doing is wrapping the pipe cleaner around the wire just so that I have that secure hold. Like that. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I think I'm just going to go with the 3 hearts. Okay, I like how it looks. Yes. All right. All right. That's it, guys. I wish I can get a better angle for you guys, but I don't think I really can at this time, just the way that I have everything positioned. But I will have a picture of it at the end of the video. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, consider hitting subscribe. I always like to put a disclaimer out there. I don't only do wreaths. I do lots of different crafts on my channel. So I do try to lump all the common or like crafts into one little folder, so that when you go to my channel, you could just say, oh, all I want to see is wreaths. Okay, go to the wreaths folder, and you should be able to see all the wreaths that I've ever made on my channel, or filmed, I should say, so on and so forth. So have a wonderful evening. It's evening here right now. So have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.